It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
No, just I knew him for a long time.
Got it.
I knew him before he was Diddy. Yeah, I knew him for a long time when I first became champ.
Hollywood is currently in the dumpster fire as more and more known figures in the entertainment industry are getting dragged into this Diddy situation.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
This clip of LeBron James speaking about how much he loves a Diddy party.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. And so where is LeBron James, who has elected himself the mayor of speaking out when nobody cares to hear his opinion? Because if you're telling me that you use your platform to speak out when there are black victims, there sure as hell seems to be a lot of them when it comes to Diddy. Is it plausible that the reason that LeBron James is opting to be so quiet is because when he read that lawsuit and realized that Diddy had cameras everywhere, unbeknownst to his partygoers at these freak-offs, is it plausible that he's got LeBron James doing something that he wouldn't want made?
I got a Richie to sit on my lap, and sometimes I always be pulling the blade. That's a no earth, ever since I got that rocket chain that took a trip out of space. All the same bird, I'm on my tongue, and they ain't a cool, but they ain't hate. I love my work, so when you play the purpose, if you wake up, I'm okay. Medicine church, when they see everything down, it's a stone in my space. Ain't got a run, it's just not a race. Go! Love the dream.
So far, the majority haven't spoken a word, but there were already a few who finally broke their silence, and one of them was none other than the boxing legend himself, Mike Tyson. The drama unfolds more, and it looks like the party is just getting started. Speaking of parties, it would be hard for Diddy to deny this one as Mike Tyson aimed to share the contents of Diddy's parties, attending different podcasts as he answered various questions. These parties hosted by Diddy have been one of the largest controversies as of today, with only exclusive guests and no other information spreading about whatever happened in those events. Take a look at this.
What's up? What we gonna do? What the fuck is up? 2020, we on you! Okay.
That was bad copy. Across the country, I finished the show and I minute. I got me a million, I did it legitly. I'm still with the shits, I'm a hot nigga. Oh, you asking for pictures with niggas? What's your name? Get the fuck out the spot, nigga. Trying to figure out then I'ma take
2020, at the home of the guy that invented New Year's, the guy that invented Miami, okay? The greatest mogul of all time. To all my creatives, to all my geniuses, to all my best friends, let's make this next decade the best fucking decade of all time in the world.
Sadly for Diddy, Mike Tyson was having none of it. We all know the background of the boxing legend himself. Born into a poor African-American family and raised by a single mother, Mike Tyson did his best to climb up the ladder, and he never hesitates from talking about his struggles.
No, you have to hit rock bottom. That's the way up. Yeah, rock bottom is beautiful. The struggle of coming back is beautiful. That struggle, it's hard. It doesn't appear like it's beautiful while you're going through it, but it's just being tested. And without a test, there's no testimony. Life tests you. Sometimes life annihilates you, but it's only up to you if you want to take some more. It's gonna dish it out, but eventually, if you don't quit, it'll be merciful to you.
Mike Tyson was one of the first men from the streets to climb into such fame, but maybe there was a bit of regret along the way by the moment he attended parties hosted by Diddy. He might have endured a lot of things behind the scenes just to enter the fame that he wanted, and that's when Diddy entered the scene. With all of the issues bursting out of control, an old interview between Mike Tyson and Diddy once again resurfaced on the internet. The audience assessed the awkward interview years ago, and it was only this year that they finally realized what was wrong with the show.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right, we'll be right back with more right after this.
The main context of the show was that Mike Tyson expressed his desire to enter the music industry, and Diddy was the one who was going to help him in this journey. But as of today, it seems like helping Mike Tyson was not the main goal of Diddy, and the rest was a silent history. Every day the narratives unfold one after the other. Let's read the invitation first and do a short recap on this topic before entering the party. Hollywood is starting to crumble. As Diddy's name was put in the spotlight, he has been hosting multiple exclusive parties. And apparently, Mike Tyson was one of those who witnessed the events. Mike Tyson originally reached out to Diddy due to his interest in the music industry. After years of not saying anything, Mike Tyson chimed in to finally reveal the truth in those parties. The netizens were quick to investigate as the old interview of Mike Tyson and Diddy resurfaced in the internet. There's a lot to unfold here, so suit up and enjoy the party. With all of this mess spreading in broad daylight, it makes a lot of us wonder how many people were involved in this mess. Allegedly, Diddy has been preying not only on the music industry, but the whole entertainment field of Hollywood, luring the upcoming ones into his web. His actions span back the decades, and it was only recently that everything was getting revealed. And to add fire to this case, more and more victims are coming out and will be confessing what they saw during these ungodly parties.
Yes, Steve and Bianca, as U.S. Attorney Damian Williams promised earlier this week, he said this is an ongoing investigation and that they will be speaking to more people. We found out that these two individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them. They are both sex workers, currently sex workers. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014, and they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction.
It was bizarre for someone like Mike Tyson to speak something about the issue of Diddy. For us to fully understand the connection between Mike and Diddy, let's follow the lead of the crowd and revisit the Keenen Ivory Wayans show back in 1998. The old interview was re-uploaded in 2018, but it was only a few months ago when the crowd revisited the said video, exactly when Diddy's name was on fire. In the interview, young Mike Tyson and Diddy were there to share some of their thoughts on the industry. Keep in mind that this was back in 1998, the time when Mike Tyson established his name in boxing and currently climbing up to fame in this era. As someone who grew up in an underprivileged family, it was understandable that Mike Tyson wanted to know what it felt like to be on the top. Mike Tyson viewed music as one of the hottest industries in '98, setting his eyes on this journey aside from his boxing career. Of course, he cannot do it alone. He needed to reach out to someone who already established their name in this field. Many viewed P. Diddy as that guy back then, which became the reason behind the connection between Mike Tyson and Diddy. Throughout the interview, Mike Tyson hoped that Diddy would help him in this new journey. No one noticed the small details back then, but now, people have begun to realize how awkward the interview was. It looked like a prey getting lured into the trap as Diddy welcomed Mike into the industry. As fame grew out of control for Mike Tyson, he turned his attention to the so-called exclusive parties that Diddy has been hosting for years. At those parties, only the known icons in the entertainment industry, rich of the richest, were the ones who could enter, something Mike Tyson desired. In a podcast, Mike Tyson said that he wanted to join those parties. And with connections starting to align between Diddy and Mike, he eventually earned his invitation to this exclusive party.
I knew him before he was Diddy. I knew him for a long time. When I first became champ, I knew him. I remember him. He used to have crates when he used to have my after parties and stuff. Also when they were throwing parties.
Mike Tyson expressed that the party was indeed overwhelming. As someone who grew up on the street, that type of party Diddy held was something he never expected. He admitted that it kind of felt somewhat off, like he did not belong to the party, since more rich celebrities entered the party. Speculations that were running wild on the internet right now were that Diddy had been trying to score on Mike, just like how he allegedly preyed other known artists like Bieber and Usher. This issue was hard to verify since the connections between the two were limited compared to the other mentioned artists in the industry. However, it became the reason for the netizens to investigate the issue themselves, researching any sources they could find, leading them to the Keenen Ivory Wayans show in 1998. As the viewers assessed the interview, here are some of their opinions about the show. This man completely repositioned himself on the sofa. Nobody does that unless there is some type of uneasiness. When Mike said, "Maybe Puffy will help me," Diddy thought that he had him another one? Wrong. Only Diddy can make Tyson nervous. As of today, Mike Tyson has been attending numerous podcasts, sharing his views on a wide variety of topics. The interviewer often pressed for more details in his answer, but Mike Tyson kept his answers vague, hinting at something the public did not know. Take a look.
Show about this.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely. And he was known as the multi-law enforcement task force that investigated the murders of rap stars Tupac and Biggie. That's the Wikipedia story about him, right? So I said, so who was really behind this? So in the video, when I interview him, you know how somebody's trying to arrest him? Like if you've seen the movie American Gangster and they got these pictures. Is this the guy at the top? Is this the guy? So I have 50 different pictures with magnets, and he's putting these things up on. If you go to the video, you'll see how I set it up. Put Great Kidding by David. And I said, who was really the guy behind it? He says, well, we first thought it was this. Then we first thought it was that. And we first thought it was this. And everything's going. Then at the end, the conclusion after multiple conversations with him and different people, it came down to Biggie. And to me, there's so many right there. If you can just zoom in, that's the way we had it. So we're kind of going back and forth to see who was behind the guys that killed Biggie, Tupac, Easy. I'm a hip hop guy. I grew up to all this stuff with NWA. This is my, Straight Outta Compton was a movie I watched God knows how many times because I listened to all of that stuff. I'm an LA kid. So why is it that so many people in music and Hollywood fear this guy?
I don't know. I'm sure somebody else in a higher position that know more could tell you more. I don't know. I've never been to these secret parties and stuff that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed. They don't let me go, but I've never been invited.
You've never been invited?
No, I've never been invited to one of those strange parties everyone talks about.
In one of those podcasts, Tyson said that he needed to change for his children. All of the fame and glory he experienced led him to the dark side of the industry, and Mike Tyson wanted to be a better person for his family. Mike Tyson also claimed that he did everything to reach the starhood he dreamt of, but his answers remained vague without specifics. Some of the rumors mentioned that Mike Tyson only attended the so-called normal parties, but it has been circulating that Diddy has been inviting Mike Tyson to attend the freak-off parties he hosted. Only those who attended the freak-off parties could confirm if Mike ended up attending the said exclusive party. But it would only be a matter of time before Mike revealed the story he has been hinting he attended more celebrities, and known figures have been dragged into this mess. In fact, Diddy posted an edited video showing people who attended the party he hosted. Even though it lacks details, the audience viewed it as a warning or perhaps a reminder that if was going down, there would be people who would go down with him. The video was posted on Diddy's Instagram but was immediately removed, leaving only some photos on his feed. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson continued to spread his words in different podcasts, letting the audience piece his words together. This revelation earned numerous feedback from the audience. One said, "This is a disgrace. So many victims, so many perpetrators." And a lot seemed to agree with this person as they expressed, "I don't care who is at his freak-off parties, I just want to see justice done for all the minors they've hurt." The so-called freak-off parties have been a heated debate, as the majority wanted to punish everyone who attended the horrifying party, while others were defending some artists, saying that they could be victims of Diddy too. It was hard to know where to draw the line of whose fault is it. That could be the reason why Mike Tyson was only sharing vague answers regarding this topic. Let's say the list of attendees was finally shared in public. Do you think everyone on that list should be accountable and face consequences? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to stay tuned for more of this issue.